Hi all, welcome back to DD at Peleliu. This is my take two part. Oh no, I don't know. 22, I think. I'm not sure, whatever it says in the header. Because I have just come straight back there without copying this bit across. So that's generally when I see what parts I'm just done. Yeah, I ended at a silly bit. So, but I felt like the video was getting too long. So let's carry on. We've just moved this into here to do a CC. We disrupted on my barrage first. That's fine, that's allowed. We're going to now attack. Yeah, what was I thinking? What I started thinking was I could attack. Oh, hold on. No, he's in command, it's fine. I could have attacked with this in the tank, and then moved that guy in, but I think it's fine having the HQ in there. So yeah, let's not do the HQ. So he's going to attack. Yeah, for 6. He's got all the weapons. So we've got the Browning. What we don't have is the AR, but we're going to bring this along. 1, 2, 3. He's in command, so he can join the attack. So that's 9 strength, bringing artillery along. So, and this gets doubled to 2. So 4, 9. We've got the weapons. We've got double. So I eliminated Death Marker and unit. He's just a regular unit, so he goes away. Death Marker's destroyed. And then the only unit we can move into there is this, and we're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I've just realised this could be the last part anyway, because I'm taking chances here, because the night turn's coming up. I'm moving in. Well, to be honest, not because the night turn's coming up, because this is what I would have done. I'm moving in to carry out 2 CCs here. And remember, we've got 22 catastrophic losses, and the limit for the turn that we're on is 24. So if I lose 2 more units in this combat, it's game over. I think we're not getting through the night turn anyway. The fact that they get 2 counter attacks on us and 2 Japanese fire cards is, yeah, it's going to wipe us out, surely. So yeah, just I suppose going through the motions. I can't really move my hero because, yeah, he's not got any support. That's been Garrison, so that's good. He gets a free action, so I might as well move him. Yeah, that's a 1-step unit back there as well, so I'll move him into there for what it's worth. Yeah, I don't know where we're all going anyway, and it's probably, like I say, irrelevant. So I'll now that is moving away from the HQ, that one though. So I might just leave that guy there actually. Yeah, I think I'll leave that guy there. I suppose I would move these up here. Is that where they came from though? So again, this is this thing that I couldn't quite work out the word and all that. Suggests that you don't have to put them back into there, that you can maybe put them into there to avoid, because Martin said the reason for it was to, 1, avoid remembering where units had came from adjacent, and 2, avoid overstacking, which suggests to me that these 2 would not need to go back here. But I don't, the way it's worded in my eyes, and that could just be your eyes, Grant. Tells me that they still have to kind of go back into there, but so well, you need to know. You need to actually know this right here, don't you? Because I mean, unless these get wiped out, of course. Which is possible. You know, I think I'll just leave these here then. Because of that. It's a shame though, because I think I would have moved them into this hex. But again, every time I read this bit, wherever it is again. When a close combat ends in exhaustion, so that's when we both run out of cards, nobody dies, the surviving attacking units are placed in an adjacent land hex or hexes closest to the direction from which they entered the close combat hex disrupted. The fact it says closest to the direction from which they entered, I mean, that's... Is that just me, that? I mean, if they entered from this hex, closest to the direction from which they entered is there. I mean, if it went on to say, you know, you didn't have to move it into there, or if it was overstacking it, you didn't have to... I'm just not getting that. I wonder if I could find anything about that. So... Close combat ends in exhaustion. Right, let me have a quick look. Okay, I'm glad I had a look, I suppose. So a question in 2021. So remember this errata it's quite an old errata. It's 2016, isn't it? And the guy's asking about is it the intention to be able to move when it ends by exhaustion? Is it okay to end up in a hex not from what, as long as it's adjacent? It didn't be the hex that you withdrew and came from. And Martin said, yeah, he believes that's the intention. So I'm taking it that route that what's written there must mean to everybody else how I'm not reading it, and the fact that you can end in exhaustion. You can go to any hex to avoid the stacking. Like Martin says, with withdrawal, you get there's some different opportunities. To be honest, that whole being able to trace US communication can come in and interfere with it. So I'm gonna go with that then and say that if these guys end by exhaustion, I'm going to move these into here, and if they end by exhaustion, I'm going to retreat them back, put them back into there. Let me know if I have it wrong. But I mean, the fact that I couldn't get that, and Martin sort of explained that was the reason for it, although I still don't, when I read it, I'm not reading it in that way. But how many times have you heard that before, Grant? So let's put it down to me not just quite grasping the English language. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so he's staying put. Yeah. And there's nothing else to do there. Well, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave him there. I don't want to stretch him out of communication, command. Well, plus if these guys have to end in exhaustion, I dare say they'd be allowed to split between the hexes to avoid overstacking again, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, in fact, if that was empty, that would be a cheeky sort of end by exhaustion into there, I think. Would that be okay? Well, we've questions everywhere, so feel free to answer them. Use guys that know it all, or I'm not meaning it that way, but I mean, no better than me, shall we say. Okay, so I think that's sauce, isn't it? Apart from the CCs then. Yeah, the hero, like I say, the hero's sort of stuck. I don't want to move out of that and expose that. So, yeah, where was that little guy? Oh, he's covering something as well. Was there not another little guy we moved into there? Yeah, he'd be perfect for it. Well, I say perfect, to be honest, yellow still fires in there. But I suppose, where's he going to go next? He's probably going to have a go at the yellow. And you know, that's there's no way I'm getting through this night turn. So I think I can take that cube away now. We've done it now. I'm not so sure in Mars because I was forgetting the fact that they're going to get 2 counterattacks. Right, are we done? Are we done? Yes, we are. Well, apart from the CC. So what I'm going to actually do is straighten everybody up and get ready quickly. No, that's silly, Grant. Let's just do the CC first. So let's just do this one first. Now, okay. Now, I would be putting a green cube here because that's where they came from, but that's the whole purpose of that clarification is to allow you to not have to bother about that. So now let's stop doing that then, Grant. Yeah. Okay. So the fight is in purple with this one, and well, you can see that, okay, 2 hits on this guy, and we have an Arcashov loss. So this is going to be rough. We do have him disrupted. He does have CC. I'm hoping this is not 2 strength. It's not. That's a good one to get, actually. Because it's not CC and it's not 2 strength, and it was naval artillery, which is pretty bad. Again. Your game's over, Grant. Give it up. I'm fighting to the end. Right, so yeah, this is us conducting CC and a purple hex. Right, okay. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 steps, so we get 4 cards for the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get 1 for the flamethrower. I'm pretty sure that flamethrower might have to die if things go badly. We can take 1 hit on that, and then we've got to seriously consider, do we want to take another one? Because that's, yeah. And then over here, is it in jungle? Oh, it is, isn't it? It is, yeah. So they get 1 for, yeah, this is pretty bad, Grant. They're getting a lot of cards. 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth. 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth. 1 for the CC. And 1 for the jungle. So they're getting 4, we're getting 5. I think that's right. I always like to open that. I think I said that the last time, that page there. They're not attacking, didn't have 4 strength, they've got a CC, 1, 2, 3, and then the combat is happening in the jungle. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Right, well this is a big one. No, they're all going to be big until we just, yeah, scoop the table up and move on. So it's in purple. They get to go first. The hit with heroism. How about it? How about it? So heroism, we lose a card, they gain a card, I think. Heroism, add a card to the card pile other side revealing, remove a card from the other side. If drawn from the Japanese pile and they have no depth, add reveal depth marker. So they would have got, it could have been worse, to be honest. It's horrible. So they get a card. That'll go under the bunch. So that's them now up to 5. But however, we lose a card. Would have been purple. Then, of course, they then hit us because they've got the colour. Right? We take a step loss on I37 and we lose a card. And it's another purple. Right, we fire. We need to have purple here. Right, they fire. They hit. I've got 2 cards left. Well, I've not. I've got 1 card left, haven't I? Okay, so they hit. I take the hit on that guy. That's not a catastrophic loss. I'll lose a card. I'm going to withdraw. Yeah, I'm going to withdraw. They hit. We would lose this last card. That wasn't purple. Wait, I37 takes catastrophic loss. I37. Catastrophic loss number 23. We successfully withdraw. The two cards go back on top. That was terrible again. Terrible again. No joy at all, eh? So he withdraws. Oh, right, okay. He's not disrupted. He gets to withdraw. You know what? I'm just going to put it here. I don't think I can trace communication from any hex. So I'm just going to put it there, right? He's not disrupted. These guys would normally not be disrupted going back into the hex. However, we did disrupt them in the... No, they were disrupted at the start. We done nothing to them. We done nothing. They done it all. We done nothing. I'm not sure I want to restart this anyway. Okay, so this, well, to be honest, this could be the end of the game. If similar things happen right now. So we're going to have this CC. Again, I suppose I don't really need to put a green cube if we're looking at that rule now that way. Oh, like I say, for the life of me, I can't read it that way. It's just, but that's just probably a me thing. Right, that's another good depth marker to get. How about that? But okay, so well, in actual fact, he takes one hand. It's game over. Yeah. So I need to take, if we take hats, I need to take it on the HQ. My. Okay, the attack is in blue. We draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So 4 cards and 1 for the flamethrower. That's 5. 1, 2. They're sticking together, Grant. Just sweaty hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, where's this fight in? It's just in jungle. It is in jungle, after all. Great. So I think it's maybe 4 again for them then, isn't it? 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth, 1 for the CC, 1 for the jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have them disrupted again, but it done us no good whatsoever the last time. Here we go. Blue. They fire first. They hit. I have to take the hit on this. We lose a card. It wasn't blue. Right. We fire. Needing blue. CC reinforced does nothing. They fire. They hit. I eliminate the HQ. And I lose the card. The card was blue. I tell you what. We fire. We hit. With heroism. Okay. Add a card to the pile side revealing. Reveal the card from the other side if drawn from the Japanese pile. No, it's not drawn from the Japanese pile. We are getting one more card here. On top of that one that we had. They are losing a card to the heroism. It was not blue. But I'm hitting him. He's only got 1 card left. I've got him. Well, I've maybe got him. So that was the heroism. Now we hit him. He's disrupted. We get his depth marker and he loses a card. And it wasn't blue. Right. Well, we need blue to finish him off. We've got 2 cards. We just need 1 blue. So here we go. Yes, got him. That card will go back. We don't need to see that card. We got him. Yeah, he's just a regular as well, but that was fine. Yeah. The cards get discarded. Well, we're still in the game. We lost another HQ though. Yeah, I just need to put out my misery. So he survives in there. That's the wrong disruption granite. He's disrupted because that ended in victory. Now see, there's the bit where I now need to really, if I'm leaving my disruption markers on, I mean, maybe that's why it's all talked about that way, I suppose. I mean, they do say these are here because this can't get removed in this US action phase, whereas these disrupted markers will get removed. That's why they gave the different colour ones. I liked it the way I was doing it, but I'm also seeing that issue because you could remove it, tilt it, and then later on that because I would always do that right at the beginning. Use action phase, right? Take my disruption off, tilt the guy, and then what's this? Then say that if you go to carry out a barrage, and then you look at a guy and think, well, yeah, I must have moved him there. Maybe you would remember. You probably would remember, but anyway, I'm going to use the different colour for that then. Well, I think that's us done anyway, isn't it? So we are actually moving it in the next turn. That's kind of a shame. I'd probably just preferred to have had it end right there, I think. We're all done, so I can start just tilting things about. Yeah, because there is no way we're going to get through 2 Japanese fire cards with 2 counter-attacks. It's just, surely it can't, you can't survive that. Now hold on though, hold on. We are jumping up. Our catastrophic loss is not 24 anymore. It is going to be 26. So we've got 3. Well, we can take 2 more. We can't take 3. But I think I'm just crying out to be taken out now, really. Because, yeah. You can see the force that we've got left is just too weak and, you know. Right, that action marker comes off. Now this, did we have another? Yeah, that was the tank, wasn't it? So this disruption comes off. And this disruption comes off. And this disruption does not come off. And I'll flip it to its other side. There we go. Okay, everybody back to normal. Yeah. It doesn't even look like we're, I don't know, I mean, we've moved up to here, but then, yeah. To be honest, we're halfway through the game right now. That's it, we're only on turn 12. There's 24 turns. But the force that we've got left, it wasn't too bad down here. It's just got less good down here, but it's not as bad. But elsewhere, it's really been sorted a bit. Okay, so I'm going to move into turn 13. Catastrophic loss goes to 26. That goes back to the landing check cards, but this is a night turn. I'm probably going to have to leave this, I think, because this is a bit of a shame. Although, yeah, I can just pause this. We're at 24 minutes, aren't we? Looks like, to me, the deck's going to reshuffle. Again, look at all the cards that we used. We used for that. Just some of the barrages and the close combat. You get through quite a lot of cards. Let's just see. You know what? It's a bit half and half, to be honest. You know what? It maybe is. I think I'm going to shuffle it. It is just more. It is showing just more. So I'm going to shuffle it for the next turn. Move the turn marker, move the phase marker. I'm going to shuffle the cards up this time while I remember. come back tomorrow to my doom, I think. So, well, maybe I can think overnight about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do next. You know, do you really feel like setting up again? I'm not so sure I do. I think I've had my punishment for now. It's I mean, all three of the DD at Mr. Butterfield games are painful. So I don't know, maybe I should drop back to Omaha and see. I mean, that is one that people have had victories at on a sort of not regular basis, but you know, they can claim victory. Whereas Tarawa's maybe a different story, and this is just like, yeah. Okay. Right, so 26 minutes. That's the deck shuffled up. Coming back to turn 13, the night turn, 26 minutes. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last part of this. So I will just leave it till the morning tomorrow when I've got a bit more time to finish it off, and then, like I say, overnight I can think about maybe what I want to do next. Because, man, I've still got plenty of time off work. Still swirling about going away somewhere. I'm just leaving that up to Tracy now. Just says, if we're going somewhere, just tell me when we're going and I'll pack a case. Yeah, okay, I'll be back tomorrow to finish this off. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish what probably is the last part. I think it's part 22, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty convinced we're not going to get through this turn. Also, it's not right to think about it this way, but kind of hope that I don't get through it, because I feel like it's going to turn into another Tarawa situation at the end, and I'm just going to be floundering about with one-step units, 2 and 3 strength stuff, trying to attack things that's impossible to do. So yeah, I just need to put out my misery, really, or possibly might even throw the towel in. But I'd like to see the night turn out, because that's different. Some people might want to see how that goes. We talked about it earlier in this part, I think. I'm not sure how far I'm into this part. I think it's 26 minutes, I think, maybe. So yeah, let's just go with that. Right, so yeah, it's the beginning of the turn, and it's turn 13, and it's the night turn. Yeah. So we've got a sequence of play, a different sequence of play. Oh, by the way, I might be getting a phone call or two, so no doubt you've heard my phone going off before though. So night turn now, the overnight turn 13. Yeah, I think I had it open earlier, and we went through it all, didn't we? I don't know if that was maybe in the previous part, or if it was the earlier part of this, but I need to look it through myself. So let's go. Let's get it done. So we skip the US amphibious operations phase, right? So we move on to the first event, right? Now, do not draw an event card. If the Japanese counter-attack event has not yet occurred in the game, it occurs now. Implement the event per the event description and 13.4. If it's already occurred, no event occurs. Right, so that's where we've got to jump to now. So there's just a brief description of the event, and the event descriptions: counter-attack. Place eligible Japanese units in CA mode per 13.4. Okay, so 13.4, Japanese counter-attack stance. Japanese tank units and certain other Japanese units enter counter-attack stance when the counter-attack event is drawn. Now, this is as if it's been drawn here. All units in counter-attack stance conduct the counter-attack action in every Japanese fire phase, regardless of the position colours and actions shown in the fire card. A unit stays in counter-attack stance until it is eliminated or occupies a position, projecting a field of fire into US speech landing hex. Now I've added at the end here, a Japanese unit in such a position is not eligible to enter counter-attack stance. I'm assuming that's been in errata, so 30.4. Yeah, disrupted. Oh no. Japanese unit in a position projecting a field of fire at the US landing boats is not eligible to enter a counter-attack stance. That's that errata there, and there's a couple other bits which we might as well read as well. A disrupted Japanese unit in counter-attack stance does not perform an action during the Japanese fire phase. Okay. Okay. No, don't be silly, Grant. I just reading that thinking that they do the counter-attack action, then they look at the fire card, but no. They do their counter-attack first before other things do their fire. So if they're in counter-attack stance, they're just not going to do anything. Well, that might mean they stay disrupted as well, unless there are colours on the card, obviously, I'm assuming. And then this last one, event, suicide attack, Japanese unit counter-attack stance is eligible for this event, assuming it meets all other requirements. Right, well, whatever that is. Okay, so how do we go about this? When the counter-attack event occurs, set up counter-attack stance as follows. Flip all Japanese tank units and play to the revealed side, and this is the bit that triggered me thinking, oh right, they must be able to be unrevealed. If not already revealed, remove the tank unit's depth marker. Hang on. Right, sorry, I might get interrupted again. So we remove the depth markers and remove disruption markers from the units at present, and that is going to apply to. So this tank loses its depth marker. Okay, and that's removed from the game for the rest of the game. This gets removed, its disruption, and was this another tank? Yeah, so disruption gets removed from that. We took out the other tank. So there was one depth marker come off, 2 disruption markers come off. I think we knew all this was going to happen, so I think we were prepared for that. But what I realised after me trying to plan for it was they're going to do this twice. They're going to actually do the... They're not going to do this bit twice, but they're going to do the counter-attack action twice. Because there's going to be 2 Japanese fire cards to check. So, now, I won't go back to the book. So for each tank, you draw a counter-attack depth marker, right? These are on this cup here, so I'm going to randomly select these. I don't think it matters. These, place it on top of the tank unit, face up, strength showing. Yeah, it's just got, one side of it's got strength and the colour, and the other side's just got the colour. Right, so this is for the red one. Well, the one that's in the brown position that's red. Right, so that's its back side. That's its front side, which shows it as a depth of 2. So it's, now this goes on top of these rather than below them, so that you're aware that they're in counter-attack stance. Right, so we need one. I'll do the one for the one that's in the yellow position. I'm going to get that one. That's a big 3. Goody. And then finally the one that's in the blue position there. We're going to have that one. That's another 2. These don't have any. They don't have any added weapons or anything on them. Just strengths. Okay, so done that. Placement on top denotes that they're in counter-attack stance. Now, select up to 4 Japanese non-tank units within 3 hexes of at least 1 Japanese tank unit. Within 3 hexes of at least 1 Japanese tank unit and not in an artillery position. Yeah, I think I'm understanding that right. I watched when Tim done this and I think he made a mistake and didn't grab other ones, but it did sort of make me wonder. No. Right. This one's got this unit within 3 that's not an artillery position. It's within 3, isn't it? That's going to become a counter-attack unit. And within 3 of this, we've got this one, which is not an artillery. This one, which is an artillery, so not included. And this one, which is not an artillery. So these 2 as well, I believe, are going to be counter-attack. So we're only getting 3. There's not we can't pick up a fourth within 3 of any of the 3 tanks. This one's 4 away, this one's 4 away. Okay, so these 4 units also enter counter-attack stance if more than 4 we select closest to the tank unit if equally close select units from the US landing beach. So we flip the selected non-tank units to the revealed side, we remove their depth, return it to the depth marker pool face down, then draw a counter-attack depth mark and place it on top of them, strength side up, remove disruption markers from the units if present. So flip, yeah, we're flipping them to the revealed side. So this was 1, so he's getting flipped to his revealed side. These are 3. And then this guy, so there's no depth on either of the 2. This one has depth, so what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to look at that and put it back on the in the depth pool there, and he gets flipped and revealed as well. Okay, and then we're going to draw depth markers for them as well. Why have there is plenty more. Right, so this is for the blue one, the one in the blue position here. So it's a 3. And then the next one for the purple position is a 2. And finally, this guy up here in this yellow position has a 1. I was just about to say, is there no 1s? There we go. Right, so that's them, and there's 2 left, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It sounds like there probably should be 8. Yeah, I think you're only ever going to need 8, aren't you? Yeah, because if you had the 4 tanks, 4 units, yeah. Okay, so that's us set up. So now, counter-attack action. During the Japanese fire phase, all CA units conduct a counter-attack action regardless of the colours in the fire card. Conduct all counter-attack actions before conducting actions with other units in the Japanese fire phase. Conduct the counter-attack action 1 unit at a time, beginning with the counter-attack unit closest to a US landing beach. If equally close, then the southernmost, and southernmost is that way. Actions for Japanese units in counter-attack stance are limited to movement and close combat. To conduct a counter-attack action, move the CA unit to a hex within 3 hexes of the unit's current hex. Unit does not fire. Among hexes within 3 hexes, choose the hex listed first in the following priorities. Right, well, we're just going to go into that section, so we'll leave that for now. So that's us set up the event, if you like. That's a counter-attack event set up. So that's us done the event. So now we're moving on to Japanese fire phase. But remember, this is the night time, so the night turn. So we'll just go back and look at that. So Japanese fire phase. Conduct is in the regular sequence of play with the following adjustments. Conduct 2 Japanese fire phases in a row, right? And then there's 4 bullets here. First one is Japanese fire hits US units only in hexes adjacent to the firing position. Fire into non-adjacent hexes is disregarded. For Japanese actions other than fire, fields of fire are not restricted. Treat all M action letters on fire cards as no letter. A unit instructed to perform the artillery actions conducts no action. And for purposes of tracing Japanese communication, US units control only the hex each occupies. Japanese communication may be traced through the hexes adjacent to US units. Okay, so, well, we're going to draw a card. Yeah, so Japanese fire card. Yeah, what we don't want to see is any A's, really, I think. I think they're the ones that probably could hurt the most. So we do get an A. So we get an A, an M, and a P, right? We disregard the M, remember. Ooh, and the patrol. Actually, that's rotten, I think. Because I think the patrol's still going to work. Yeah, it will. Because it says, for Japanese actions other than fire, fields of fire are not restricted. Treat all M action letters on fire cards as no letter. And then a unit instructed to perform artillery conducts no action. Right, I'm going to put this to the side. So, I mean, basically we're going to be here at this bit for a while anyway. Okay, so before we look at these letters and decide what we're doing, we deal with these counter-attack units first. So where is the one that's closest to the beach? It's going to be this guy here, isn't it? Yeah, we don't need to look too much, Grant. That's going to be first. There might be a debate. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's going to be the him, then him. Well, actually, we'll look at these two maybe. So the first two are straightforward though. So this guy here, what is he going to do? B14. He's a tank. He's got 3 strength. He's got 6 strength in total. He is going to. So I need to go back now to 13.4. So move the CA unit to a hex within 3 hexes of the unit's current hex. The unit does not fire. Right. Among hexes within 3 hexes, choose the hex listed first in the following priorities. The unoccupied position hex with a field of fire into a US landing beach hex. So can he move? Now these hexes are in play for this purpose. In these hexes, however, they have no field of fire. So although he can move to here, here, or here, he's not going to fire into the beach. And that's the only empty positions that he can go to. So he's not going to do that. So 2, there's 3 possible options here, and that was 1. 2 is a hex occupied by a US unit, even if not a position hex. If more than 1, the hex closest to a US landing beach hex, then the southernmost hex immediately conduct close combat. So he can reach this, he can reach this, he can reach this. Not sure I took that into consideration. So he can attack this, or this. Because it's within 3 hexes, right? But however, the first one is closest to a US landing beach hex, so it is going to be this guy, isn't it? I think that's what we planned for. Because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from a US landing beach box. These are clearly 6 away. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That fortunately is 6 away as well, because it steps up there a hex, doesn't it? But he's 2 hexes behind, so we get away with that. So this guy's going to come bashing in here. Now I'm going to put a cube because I'm not sure if he would return. Well, he would return, wouldn't he? Because he's fighting in a non. Alright, so he moves in there and conducts close combat. And that's that. We're going to just bash on. We're going to get through a few cards, I think. Probably get through a good bit of the deck here. So, well, we know what he is. Now, there's some pluses here, though. Because they don't benefit from an extra card because they're attacking and they're in counter-attack stance. Shove that out of the way. And we get an extra card. So let's open up the close combat rules. Make sure we're getting that right. Yeah. So I check the card drawing. Give me a second. Right, okay, interruptions there again. I'm hoping this video is not going to stretch on. I just realised this bit might. Well, once we get going. Right, so close combat. So a bunch of cards at the ready. So, for the US, draw 1 card for each step. So unfortunately we're only getting 3 cards here. But then 1 for the flamethrower, we still get that, so that's 4. Then there's no heroes. However, we get 1 additional card if the Japanese unit is in counter-attack stance. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're getting 5, aren't we? 1, 2, 3. 1 for the flamethrowers 4. 1 for the counter-attacks 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's slightly better. Also, you might have noticed that when you've seen the close combat, there's quite a lot of events. I seem to feel like there's quite a lot of them. The US fire and counter attack that comes up. So hoping to see some of them. But you know what? I was thinking back to just last night after things and thinking back to watching Eric's playthrough. I know you definitely need the luck in this game if you're going to get anywhere, but I'm thinking back to his close combats, and you know what? I think he was certainly far more successful than me, but I think he had a lot of breaks there. He openly admitted that himself. You know, he admitted that you need that luck if you're going to get anywhere in this game. And it's not really been happening for me. I think my previous games and attempts, even in Tarawa, pretty sure close combats went far better for me. But anyway, that's what it is. Right, for the Japanese, one for the unit, one for the depth, one because they've got at least 4 strength. So one for the unit, one for the depth, one for the 4 strength. Now, is there any CC? No. And then 1 card only if any of the following apply. Now, hold on. Why have I... Yeah, sorry, they're attacking, but they're not they're in counter-attack stance. So normally they get a card for attacking, but because they're in counter-attack stance, they don't get that card. That's why they're only sitting at 3 right now. They do, however, still get 1 card for either it being Mountain Coral or Jungle, which is not. If it's a tank, which it is, or if it's a night turn underway, which it is. But they only get 1 for that. So they're getting 4 cards. So they're getting 4, we got 5. Now, yes, we are going to get to go first, I'm hoping. That's the other thing, isn't it? So, now, does it not tell us in here? It says reveal a card from the Japanese pile, but I know we're getting to go first, but it's not got it there that I can see. Right, where is that then? Why is that not shown here? It's not shown here at all. Counter-attack adjustment. Yes, it's right at the end. You think it might have been in here when you're about to... The first step 3 is reveal a card from the Japanese pile. I think there should be a red exception in there that says exactly this here. I mean, I know it's further down, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's an exception in there, for instance, that says that you reveal a card from the US pile, except if they are disrupted. So I think that should have been in there, but anyway, however. So if the Japanese unit is in a close combat, is in counter-attack stance, it is, and any US units are adjacent to the close combat hex, well, yes, they are. You reverse the order of steps 3 and 4. That is, the US side reveals the first card, which is excellent, right? So just to double check, that's where the tank came from. That's where the close combat's occurring, and we've got units adjacent, right? So we're getting the first shot here, right? And the colour is going to be now. It's the depth marker, I think, which is brown. Let's just double check that one. Is that on 13 as well? Yeah, here it's got some modifications to close combat here in the 13. So, do not draw an additional Japanese card for Japanese attacking. Right, check, we got that right. Draw an additional US card. Yes, we got that right. Remove disruption markers from all participating US units, if any, before revealing cards. Right, okay, remember that one. We didn't need to do that. If any US units are in hexes adjacent to close combat hex, US side reveals the first card each round of close combat. Yes, good. If in a non-position hex, which is what this is, use the position colour on the CA unit's counter-attack marker when checking for hits. If in a position hex, use the position's colour. So, you don't use a tank one then. No, it says it there, Grant. I think if you look in the tank section, does it not speak about... is it maybe in close combat? Japanese tank is in close combat. In this case, use the colour on the tank unit's counter-attack marker, or if there's none on the tank cover. Yeah, okay, that confirms it there. So the colour is brown. Colour is brown. So we're going to go first. We want some brown. And it's just carrying on from where it left off, really, isn't it? Reinforce does nothing. Over to them, and of course they fire the hit with a brown. My, it's just relentless. So this guy takes a step loss. And remember, we can only take 2 more catastrophics. So he takes a step loss, we lose a card. It wasn't brown. Conscript surrender wouldn't have worked anyway. So back to us, we fire with brown, no event. Yes, we got a hit this time, so we disrupt him. And he loses a card, which wasn't brown, but it was reinforced, so that's good. Right, back to him, he fires. No brown, US fire and counter. Oh, hold on, stop. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. I've got to watch, I sort of look at them. It looks similar to the US withdrawal. I mean, it doesn't look similar, but I guess it's because it's got US before it. So I'm on. Right, so he's drawn that. So it's no hit, but you check the event first, and the event says, if this event is drawn from the Japanese pile during a Japanese counterattack, treat this card as no hit, regardless of the target symbol colours on the card. Oh, great. If drawn from the US pile during Japanese, treat this card as a hit, regardless of the target symbol on the card. Target symbol colours on the card. If a Japanese counterattack is not underway, treat as no. Okay, I'm wondering if Eric done that one wrong as well then. I got the feeling he drew it from the Japanese deck and it counted as a hit to the Japanese, but it seems a bit harsh, that, but well, it's under close combat events. Let me see, errata. Yeah, I don't think you're getting that, Grant. I don't see why I should, but I just thought for some reason that Eric had applied a hit in that case. No, okay, so it just means that if brown was on this card, it wouldn't be a hit to us. Treat this card as no hit, regardless of the target symbol colours on the card. Right. Don't know why it's saying symbol colours, but anyway. Right, so that just counts as no hit. So we go now. He's only got 1 card left though, so if we hit here, brown. No, your chance. That was your chance. Right, yeah, because if he hits us here, I've got to take my... Oh, and we've only got 1 card left. Oh, he's missed. Yes, withdrawal hit doesn't count. Right, well, we're not taking him completely out though, are we? Even if we do... Well, let's just get a brown. Oh, look, we might be. We might be. Hang on. If drawn from the US pile during a Japanese counterattack, treat this card as a hit. Oh, it just, regardless of the target symbol colours. I thought I was getting 2 hits there for some reason. Which, yeah, and it is a bit cheeky. So basically what it's saying there, if brown was not on the card, it's still a hit. Oh, well, okay. So we get a hit. So we take the depth, and what we do with that is we flip that over to the other side like that, and that means he's not got a depth marking anymore, but it stays on top of him to signify his counter attack stance. And that's close combat done. So the cards go away. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty good, I suppose. So he goes back to where he came from with his counter attack marker, and he is disrupted. We're going to be disrupted as well, aren't we? So it was ended by exhaustion. So yeah, so we become disrupted as well. But if he can't now attack, can he? Because if he's disrupted, he can't do anything. So he's not going to come and attack us now. Right, that was the first counter-attack unit. Yeah, I'm saying this is the last part. There's no way I'm getting through all this. Because we've got 2 Japanese fire cards. Let's do a little bit more. Maybe I might be able to get through the... What I might just do is get through the first counter-attack ones, because I'm pretty sure I had 26 minutes already, and that's another 27, so that's 53 minutes I'm at. Okay. The next one's this. Well, is he not going to just come and go for that guy as well, though? He is, isn't he? He can't move to a hex that fires onto the beach. So he's going to move. I'm jumping a bit all over the pages here. Closest to the US landing beach hex, then southernmost. So this one is closest and it's within 3. So yeah, he's coming in here as well. That's why I can't see myself surviving, because right, so he's came from B15. We're going to have another attack in here. So over we go. That's us here. Now that disruption's going to get removed, isn't it? So he's like that, we're like that. That gets removed because it's a counter attack. That was right, wasn't it? Remove disruption markers for all participating US units, if any, before revealing cards. Right, and then now, yeah, cards are a bit not as many, anyway. So for us, we get 2 steps. 1 for the flamethrower, 1 for the counter attack. We've got 4 cards this time instead of 5. It's not too bad. And for them, they don't get 1 for attacking. They get 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth, 1 for the CC. That might be it. Are we fighting? No, we're fighting in a clear hex. They don't have 4 strength. Oh, it's a night turn. Yeah. So they do get a 4th card. Yeah, they get 1 for it being a night turn. So 4 cards each. Now, again, we've got US units adjacent, so we'll go in first. This time, it's the colour on the... Well, actually, that's where it came from as well. So it's purple. So we're looking for purple. We go first. We hit US... damn it. So they don't both... But, well, it's back up. Right, so we hit... he's disrupted and loses a card, which was purple, so that's good. He fires at us, does not get purple, and yeah, that just stops it if he did get purple, right? So he misses, that's good, right? We fire back, looking for purple, no joy. Back to him, he fires, misses, no event, right? Get the hit here and we get rid of his last card. Oh, come on. CC reinforced doesn't do anything, so he gets to fire his last card and it is purple. Damn you. That's our last card. Now we've got to lose our flamethrower. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, that guy's not. No, we don't lose our flamethrower, Grant. We lose the other guy. Don't. Yeah. The catastrophic loss issue. Well, the one good thing is the next one that's going to attack can't reach that hex. Yeah, I think I've got to lose this. I mean, you know what? Part of me wants to just take the loss. Well, I suppose I should try. Yeah? So I'll take the hit on that. Well, I'm going to try through the night turn, but to be honest, I think I'm probably going to be chucking the tail one. So, and then that card would have got discarded, which would have been a hat as well. Damn. Okay. Right, and then we go back, disrupted to where we came from. Did I have the wrong colour of disruption on him? I think I maybe did, didn't I? And then he goes back to where he came from. B15, and yeah, well, he's now disrupted as well. Okay. Right, on to the next one. Well, I did say we'd have a look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. These are, just hang on though, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he can go 8 away when we stretch him down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can't. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he can. He can get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's next because he's southernmost. Yeah, sure, he's not 8. He's definitely 9. Yeah, he's definitely 9. So he's 8, but he's southernmost, so he's going next. So yeah, we know who he's he's going for this guy, innit? As we set this up. So yeah, he can't move to a hex that's going to fire onto the beach. So he's going to move to the closest US unit in the beach. It's going to be that guy. It's within 3. If there was more than one, it'd be southernmost. Well, in actual fact, yeah, it could be him or him probably, but he's southernmost. So he's going in here. And we have more close combat. And B18. We've got units adjacent, as you can see, which was part of the way to do it, really. Okay. So there we go. Right, what are we getting again? We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 for the steps. We're getting 1 for flamethrower. We're getting 1 for him being counter attack. So we got 6 cards. He gets 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth, 1 for being 4 strength, 1 for being a tank or knight. There's no CC, so I think it's just 4. Is that right? Just double checking that again. Yeah, it doesn't get 1 because for attacking. He's got 4 strength, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then being a tank or knight is 4. Yeah, he's got 4. We've got 6. We go first. The depth marker. This is in a. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's in a position hex. It's red. This is where we caught that one. So it's in red. We go first. We miss. He hits. We take a hit on this guy. We lose a card, which is red. We fire. Red reinforced doesn't count, so we hit, which disrupts him. And he discards a card, which was red. Good. Right, miss, please. Missed. Okay, just need to hit here. Oh, come on, Grant. We miss. He fires. He hits with heroism. Oh, no. Oh, I hate this game. It's so cruel. It's, yeah. You say you love coming back to these games. You must be like, one of these folk that like that. What's the word for it again? Oh, I can't remember. You must just like the pain, eh? Oh dear. So hang on, where are we here? We'll do the event, heroism. Which adds a card to the pile side revealing and removes a card from the other, and it would add depth if they didn't have depth, but they're a tank anyway. So they get a card, we lose a card, which was red, and they're taking our last card away anyway. Then they hit us. We have the dilemma again. Okay, we take it on the hero, the infantry HQ. We lose our last card. It was a red. Of course, it was. We had 6 cards. He had 4, and we've only disrupted him. He gets his last card. Fortunately, it's nothing. Man, that's over half the deck away already. Right, so back we toddle into here. Excuse me. Disrupted. And then he goes back as well into the blue position here. He's going to be disrupted as well. So yeah, I'm saying there's going to be 2 shots at this, but as long as I can keep them disrupted, I suppose there will end up only being 1. Right, you know what? We've still got 3 more to go. So I think I will just cut this, or the video's going to be awful long. Okay, so I'll cut this. I think this was part 22, wasn't it? I'll cut this here. We're right in the middle of things. Okay, we've not even started looking at the other Japanese units. And yeah, there's another card to come. But a lot of these, well, all three of these so far have been disrupted. So they're not going to act next turn. And their disruption might get removed. What colours are we looking? Purple, blue. Yeah, this is going to get it removed. This is going to get it removed. Yeah, so they will be able to attack again, won't they? Yeah, I'm forgetting. The only one that's not on the card's yellow, so he's going to stay disrupted. Great. Right, okay, I'll maybe just stop and... I don't know. Nah, I might just take a break with this and get this uploaded first. But yeah, the end is nigh, for sure. Right, I'll be back later. Cheers.